Hello and welcome to this drum lesson for Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen, featuring the great Roger Taylor on drums, of course. Right, so let's get straight into this. This is a nice, easy one for beginners. It's a little bit on the pacey side, but essentially it's a good one for beginners. So the main pattern is a shuffle. A lot of people notate it straight with a shuffle feel, but essentially it's a shuffle. The bass drum part, I've played this for years live and I've always just done 1 and 3, but listening to it back again, it's the kick pattern really is 1 and 3 and 3 and, but the second bass drum on 3 and is kind of, it's not as prominent. So for me it feels just like a kick on 1 and 3 thing, but then it's got that extra. So a shuffle rhythm, as we've looked at a lot before in my previous videos, is playing the first and last triplet on the hi-hat. We're doing that shuffle. Da, 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 da. So with the kick on 1 and 3 and 3 and, this is the main groove. Full speed. Now, as I say, it feels a lot like that second bass drum isn't quite as prominent, so it's probably more like this. Which is quite tricky to do, sort of dynamics on the bass drum. So if you want it to be easier, just do 1 and 3. Now there's a lot of these like triplet-y feels. The first one coming into the song, which comes in on beat 4 or just before beat 4. Then it's got these. So that little fill happens quite a few times, but it's got this in the first verse. I think it's got this long triplety feel, which starts on beat 2. So what we're doing there is we're going 1, 2, ga 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 1. But the first hit, you don't have to do this if you're a beginner. The first hit is kind of like a double. So you're kind of subdividing the first hit. But yeah, I usually do a sub, so you just basically a double on 2 and 1, 2. And then it's got that fill again coming back in. So yeah, so that's happening 2 and all the way to beat 1 of the next bar, and then 3 and da 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 back into your verse kind of pattern. Another little part that happens a few times is this kind of break section, where it's kind of the bass fill. So what we got there, so that is again a triplet. So you've got 4 hits of a triplet, da 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 da. And then we've got this, again, this triplet feel, this triplet drum feel, but it does like a, so it goes from 8th note triplets to quarter note triplets. And then a choke on the cymbal. La da 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 dish. So that's 8th note triplets to quarter note triplets. So quarter note triplets are just half the feel of 8th note triplets. So you got da 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 da. Eighth note triplets, quarter note triplets, and then a choke at the end, and then you've got that same feel. The only other thing is there's a big breakdown section in the middle. We've got the same thing on the rims. And then we're doing like, it's like a clap on 2s and 4s. I usually play it if you're on a drum kit. It's kind of like a clap. And the other reason for doing that is because there's this big long snare fill that happens on 4 and that you need to hit, obviously. That's a whole bar triplet fill. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's coming in on 4 and, first hit on 4 and then the last hit on beat 1 of the bar after the drum fill. So it's a whole bar drum fill, but it starts on beat 4 and of the previous bar and ends on beat 1 of the next bar. So again, it would be like this. Drum fill. And again, that 4 and is like subdivided. Okay, so that's the whole song really. So go and have a play. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I've got a bunch of other drum lessons on my channel. See some of those videos come up here. There's also a Queen one, another Queen one, a load of stuff for beginners and more advanced, so go and check that out. Thanks for watching, and remember to do all that liking and that subscribing and things like that. Alright, Happy New Year, see you again soon, bye.